It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan, tonight the New York Knicks getting set to match up with the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Knicks able to win the opening tip, and we're underway here at Madison Square Garden. Can't miss those.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high up the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Smith with the basketball. Looking to make something happen to Kevin Knox. And it's grabbed by Westbrook. The Thunder have the possession. Westbrook. To Adams. It's George for two. Gets a look. Can't hit. Smith now into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Paul George to Adams. Short jumper won't fall. To Dennis Smith Jr. Kevin Knox. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Westbrook. To Paul George. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George. 4-2. Paul George. Missed his first. That one goes.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Dennis Smith Jr. guarded by Russell Westbrook. Screen coming. Deep left corner. To Dennis Smith Jr. Nothing going here on that drive. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. Westbrook with the basketball. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. George to Westbrook. Jumper's good.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
New York Knicks basketball. Dennis Smith Jr. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Screen come.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That ends the first quarter, and this one's all tied up. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. Russell Westbrook with the rock. To George. Westbrook. Over to the right side. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Fires the 3. Misfires. It's no good. Smith with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Jordan. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. To Paul George. Oh, he had him there for a second. Goes reverse to lay it in.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Into the front court comes Smith. Down 2. Dotson matched up with Ferguson. The screen sets him up for 2.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Russ at the controls. To George. On a pass stolen by the Knicks.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Paul George to Westbrook. To Paul George. OKC now with 4 to shoot. Paul George fires. Paul George. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
And he throws it down. Power play by DeAndre Jordan. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Westbrook to George. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. George, man, that was a tough shot. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
DeAndre Jordan, look out.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
From 18 feet at the buzzer. So a tight one as we reach the break in a 1-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Thunder are in a tight battle after 2 quarters, and these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Knicks may not have the halftime lead, but they certainly won over NBA fans with their scoring output. This kind of offensive output can be difficult to maintain, but if they can do it, it'll be very impressive, no matter what the outcome. These are the guys getting buckets for the New York Knicks.
Game track. Steals.
We're seeing a lot of steals in this game, and it's not been one-sided. Each of the teams in this matchup have been aggressive on defense and getting some positive results.
Player of the half.
Paul George put in the hard work that's needed to grab all of those rebounds. He was a rock for his team.
Who was cold?
Knox truly couldn't get anything to fall in the first half. There's just no way to avoid getting called out when you miss every single shot you take. He hasn't been able to get anything to drop. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Oklahoma City ball to Adams. Shot from the lane won't go.
I give this defense so much credit. Sometimes it pays major dividends to have players that are willing to get their nails dirty. Just dig their hands in the dirt, and that's what kind of stand they're making on the defensive end.
Dennis Smith Jr. against Westbrook. Here comes the screen to Jordan. Down low. Goes to the left side. That won't go. It doesn't take a brain surgeon to know that was not a good shot.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Short jumper won't go down.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Westbrook. That won't go. Smith into the front court. His guys now down by a point. Here comes the screen. Hazonia, tough matchup against George. To Kevin Knox. Smith now. And the Thunder with the rebound. It's Russ at the controls.
Right.
To Paul George. Down to Adams. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
No. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Russell Westbrook, couple of free throws on the way. A career 81% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Smith with the basketball. His guys down 3.
I told you the screen was coming.
1 minute left in the third.
Here comes the screen. Dotson guarded by Terrence Ferguson. Now to Jordan down low. Dennis Smith Jr. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
The assist from number 6, DeAndre Jordan.
George to Westbrook. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
The possession lies with New York. Smith. Screen coming. Down low to Jordan. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Westbrook into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. Thunder with the lead. The Knicks to inbound here to start the fourth quarter. And a lot of people might not have expected this to be a one-score game this late. But wait, Jay, we have ourselves a ball game.
Ed, I've been in this situation so many times as a team that's been the favorite. You expect to win the ball game, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in the middle of a true battle. This looks like it could be anybody's game right now.
Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Looking good, 4 for 5.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Here comes the screen. George knocks down the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. To Kevin Knox. Probing the defense. Smith gets it in the left corner. Not that time. To George. Paul George. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Dotson, defended by Steven Adams. Missed a wide-open look. Westbrook with it. Leads 4. To Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George. OKC now with 4 to shoot. George. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Smith now into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. To Jordan, down low. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Knicks with the basketball. Dennis Smith Jr. picked up by Adams. To Kevin Knox. Takes stock of the floor. Kevin Knox to Dennis Smith Jr. New York with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Well defended, but Knox with the 3.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together? Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause a little havoc. As designed, the team that uses it to galvanize as a unit will have the advantage.
First one, count it. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Possession lies with New York. Deep 2 there, won't go. We get a whistle and a foul with 1 second to go. It's not in the bag yet, but it would take a real meltdown for this to slip away.
Some players are built to handle these moments. On one end, you just sparked your team, and at the same time, you also got under your opponent's skin. Just want to manage through the emotions here and not take it too far.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Good victory here for the Thunder as they win this one by 4. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Thunder got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. They were very opportunistic on defense, and it earned them a bunch of steals. Those first turnovers made all of the difference. The Knicks didn't get the victory they wanted here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the New York Knicks.
Game stats. Player of the game.
Paul George gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.